Welcome to the Explainer. If your social media efforts feel more like a guessing game than a real growth strategy, then you are definitely in the right place. Today, we are breaking down a super powerful 8-step roadmap that's going to show you exactly how to turn those random posts into predictable, data-driven success.
So let's kick things off with a quote that probably hits a little too close to home for a lot of us, right? This whole idea of playing a digital lottery. It's not just frustrating, it's a massive drain on your time and energy. You're putting in all this work, you're posting day in and day out, but without a real strategy, you're pretty much just hoping to get lucky.
If you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. The source material actually has a name for this: random acts of marketing. It's a really tough cycle to be stuck in. But here's the good news. Today, we're going to show you how to break that cycle for good.
Okay, first up, let's talk about the social media lottery. This part is all about really understanding the problem we're all facing. We're playing a game that honestly, you just can't win without a clear strategy.
The biggest trap here is chasing what we call vanity metrics. Sure, likes and followers feel good, they give you a little ego boost, but they don't actually pay the bills. And here's the real kicker. While you're spinning your wheels on that treadmill, your competitors, they're using data to build a direct bridge to your customers and steal your market share right from under your nose.
So, how do we fix this whole mess? Well, it starts by shifting our entire mindset. Section 2 is where we stop thinking like frantic content creators and start acting like strategic architects. This, right here, this is the most important pivot you can make. It's the move from guessing what might work to knowing what will work, because every single action you take is backed by actual data. It's about having a clear, undeniable purpose behind every single post.
And look, the proof is in the numbers. By shifting focus away from all that general noise and onto high-intent metrics, things like clicks, saves, and shares that show someone is really interested, brands have seen their conversion rates jump by over 30%. That's a huge difference.
In this image, it just illustrates the path forward so perfectly. This is the 8-step framework we're going to walk through together, step by step, to finally turn your social media into a real powerhouse growth engine.
All right, let's dive into the first 4 steps. Think of this part as laying a rock-solid foundation, because honestly, without this groundwork, nothing else we talk about is going to work.
It all begins with step 1, defining your why. Your core objective literally changes everything. So, are you trying to generate leads? Okay, then your content has to focus on a very specific problem and give a super clear call to action. Or is your goal brand awareness? Well, in that case, your focus shifts entirely to reaching new people and just showing off your brand's unique personality.
Okay, next up, step 2 is all about doing your homework. Seriously, going in blind is one of the most expensive mistakes you can make. You can save yourself weeks, maybe even months, of painful trial and error just by looking at what's already working for your competitors and adapting their winning formulas for yourself.
Now for step 3. We have to master the metrics that actually move the needle. First on the list is audience reach. Now, this isn't just about how many times your post was seen. It's about the number of unique eyeballs that saw it. This is your number one metric if your goal is pure brand awareness.
But what if you want your audience to do something? Well, that's where you need to track your click-through rate, or CTR. This metric tells you how many people took that crucial next step, clicking your link to visit your site or sign up or even buy something. This is where social media starts to make a real impact on your bottom line.
And finally, we've got engagement. This is so much more than just passive likes. We're talking about comments, we're talking about shares, we're talking about saves. This is how you measure brand loyalty and relevance. It's the clearest sign that you're not just talking at people, you're building a real, thriving community. Now, this formula, think of this as your content's true health score. By including those shares and saves, which are actions that show way more interest than a simple like, and then measuring all of that against your total impressions, you get a much clearer picture of what your audience actually cares about.
Okay, the last step in our foundation might just be the most important one of all. Getting crystal clear on who you're talking to, you have to build what's called an avatar for your ideal client. Because let's face it, generic content reaches no one. You need to know exactly who they are to create content that really connects.
With that strong foundation now in place, we can move into Section 4, Execution and Iteration. This is where the strategy really comes to life, and it covers the last 4 steps of our roadmap. Let's do it. So step 5 is all about choosing the right tool for the right job. See, different formats have totally different psychological effects. You want to use stories for that personal behind-the-scenes connection. Reels and carousels are perfect for showcasing your professional expertise. And simple images, they're great for delivering quick, bite-sized value.
Step 6 is a huge reminder that social media is a conversation, not a megaphone, right? Building real relationships means you have to be responsive. The source material even suggests using automation tools like chatbots for common questions to keep that conversation going 24/7 without you having to burn out. Pretty smart.
Then, in step 7, you make your analytics your absolute best friend. A really powerful technique here is A/B testing. It's simple. Just run 2 versions of a post, maybe with different headlines or visuals, analyze the data to see which one did better, and then let that data-backed winner guide your strategy from now on.
And the final piece of this puzzle, step 8, is all about staying agile. The social media world changes in the blink of an eye, so being willing to adjust your goals based on the real-time data you're seeing, that's not failure, that's just being smart. It ensures you're always putting your energy where it's going to have the biggest possible impact.
So here's the crucial point. When you put all of these steps together, something really powerful starts to happen. You stop guessing and you actually start growing.
I think this quote just captures the end goal perfectly. You are no longer just shouting into the void and hoping someone hears you. You actually become the hero of your own growth story, methodically building a community that converts, all because everything you do is backed by data and driven by a clear purpose.
By following this roadmap, you're not playing the lottery anymore. You're the architect. You're the one in control. So the only question left is the one you see right here. What's your first strategic step going to be?